Right guys, today's the day where I'm getting my mystery hire car. I was meant to pick that car up at 9 o'clock this morning, it's now past. Chuck Norris had a moment of wisdom this morning and decided to leave the house and lock me in. And my house keys are in the BMW. I would jump, but I don't really fancy my chances. Luckily someone from work's come to get my house keys out my Beamer for me. Right, we have keys. I need to get to work because I'm an hour and a half late. Sound. Right, so I've just picked up my mystery hire car and I'm not that enthusiastic about it. There's my car, see it? Guess what my hire car is? It's just my car but newer. So as I said, I'm running a bit late, so I'm going to have to keep this short, but I've got a silver BMW estate. For the whole point of having a hire car was so I was going to get something different. It's a 318D, so it's not going to be fast, but it's got the auto gearbox, which I'm looking forward to using. And if it's ZF 8-speed maybe, that'll be pretty cool. Interestingly enough, these have got temperature gauges as well, which the E90 shaped cars don't have. Leather seats, but not exactly supportive ones. I thought I was going to be getting a Hyundai i40, and I was kind of looking forward to it. And I don't think I'll ever again say the words that I'm disappointed to get a BMW rather than a Hyundai, but you know, I drive a Silver 3 Series every day, and now I've got this one to drive. Apparently this steering wheel is BMW individual. BMW individual used to mean something special, but now I'm in a 318D and it's got BMW individual written on it. It's kind of cheapened it a little bit. I quite like the wood, dark wood effect, I don't know what you call it. It's quite nice. I'm going to hit the road anyway. If the rain cools off a bit when I get to the services, I'll give you another walk around. For all those BMW haters out there, you're not going to be too happy with this one, are you? I thought I might have got a Toyota Avensis maybe, or an Accord or something. All these possible options. A 5 Series would have been nice, but come on, a Silver 3 Series, what are the fucking chances of that? Right guys, in the rush of this morning I've just realised that I've left my GoPro microphone and the suction cup and all the mounts and stuff at home. So I can't really tell you about the cars I'm driving down. Unless I go like this, like I used to do back in the day, but I don't really fancy it when it's not my car. It's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Yeah, I was a bit disappointed at first in the car, but I'm actually enjoying it somewhat. It's slow as fuck. 318D, I don't know what the power is, but it's probably like 150 or something. But we have got a nice gearbox, 8-speed auto. It's pretty nice. I've always wanted to try one of them. Shifts really fast, and we've not got floppy paddles. There's nothing here. You can select it manually with the shifter itself. It's quite a funky looking shifter as well. I really like this trim. This trim's real nice. I don't know if you probably won't agree, but I'm a bit of a sucker for wood. Hey. Right, just before I set off to Reading, just in case you're wondering, no, it doesn't drift. Oh well. Right, I've got an idea. I'm going to try and the smoke coming out the bonnet. Right, I've had an idea. I'm going to try and put the big camera on the passenger headrest, and maybe I'll be able to do some talking about the car on the move. Kind of like how it's got an oil temperature gauge. That's pretty cool. Something about oil temperature gauges which is cool. I loved it in my Saxo VTS. That had an oil temperature gauge. I think my 106 GTI might have done as well. Yeah, it's alright. Heated seats, sat nav. I've just found out it's got a DAB radio as well. I would say DAB radio, but you know, we're not in 2016 anymore, so I'm not going to do a sleigh dance. It's not too bad, is it? Can you see the smoke? The smoke fucking... Every time I turn the camera off, the smoke comes out the bonnet. It seems to like be purging smoke out of the bonnet, like nitrous oxide or something. Does it like every 30 seconds or so? Like a gust of white smoke, what the fuck's that? Oh, fuck. I've discovered something very annoying with the sat-nav, and that's that it doesn't tell me when my next turn's coming up. Like Google Maps says, you know, you've got 20 miles to your next exit kind of thing. So I've currently got just over 2 hours to go, but I don't know where I'm going. Right, another thing that's quite annoying, there doesn't seem to be a way to turn the cruise control off other than tapping the brake pedal. Set your cruise and then go up and down, but there's nothing to turn it off. You have to tap the brake and you don't always want to do that. Got another thing that annoys me. when you want to zoom in on the sat-nav, intuitively I'd think, right, clockwise. Turn clockwise to go in, right? Now, turn clockwise a little bit and you end up seeing a fucking map of the earth. Why would it be anti-clockwise to zoom in? That makes no sense. Right, I've just stopped off at Watford Gap services. From what I understand, this is the barrier to the north for most southern folk, but it's taken me nearly 3 hours to get here, so not quite. Yeah, it's not a bad place to be. It's pretty nice. Nothing special, but does the job. That M4 is lovely. Oh, I've not quite parked properly, have I? Right, other than paying £4.19 for a coffee, I don't really see what the fuss is about Watford Gap services. Yeah, I got a hazelnut cappuccino. Don't really drink milk, but I thought I'd fuck it, why not? We're on holiday. Gonna get on the road now anyway. So yeah, it's just after work now and I've come to a shopping centre called the Oracle or something. This is not going to be Dan's tour of Reading, I just want to show you the car really. It's pretty cool, I've just been reversing into this car parking space and then this popped up. A reversing camera, which is pretty cool. Not driven a car with one of those before, it's alright. So I'm going to resume this vlog in a couple of days. So yeah, if you're not hearing from me again, I'll see you on Wednesday. Right guys, I've just been having a play in this car. So I kind of came out of Reading and went kind of westage. I could see on the sat-nav all the roads and it looked really good. A lot of really tight and narrow B roads. It was alright, it was quite a lot of fun, to be honest. The auto gearbox, yeah. So I ended up putting it in manual mode, but then I got another problem where you can't really hear what the engine's doing, like you can do in, like, say the Honda or the E36, you can hear like a nice roar of an engine. So what I had to do in the end was I turn the music off, put the window down a little bit just so I could hear the engine and hear exactly what it was doing so I know what to do with the gears. But once I did that, I mean, that was pretty good. So I mean, music off, just me in the car and, you know, somewhat of a gearbox. It's alright. It's a bit like the Audi, this car, in the sense that it's not fast and it's quite big, but it's still reasonable fun to throw around a little B road. I'm not sure if this car's got a tracker, to be honest. If it has, then I wouldn't have thought a 318D would be that much fun to drive, but I'm really glad we've got the 8-speed auto box. I wouldn't have fancied a manual. Well, that's it. Catch you in a bit. Right guys, skip forward a couple of days, and now I'm on my way back up north. Had a nice couple of days down in Reading. I didn't do a whole lot, mostly just work stuff. And yeah, I was working quite late some of the nights, so didn't get to do anything else really. But one of the nights actually, one of the guys from work, Ben, he let me have a go on his VR setup, so like virtual reality. It was a HTC Vive, it was, and we were playing Assetto Corsa on the PC. So we downloaded a DC2 from like this Assetto Corsa fan website. I took it around the Nürburgring in VR, and it was one of the best things I've ever done. Like, I used to be really into games when I was younger. I'm a bit into them now, not massively, but it's one of the best things I've ever done, like, to do with a game ever. It absolutely blew my mind. And I've already started like looking at speccing myself up a PC and getting a Vive because it was absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people say that, you know, it is really new technology, and obviously there'll be a lot of advancement on it in the next few years, but where it's at now, it's fucking, I was blown away. I really enjoyed it. So we downloaded this K20 DC2 tune from this this website, and it wasn't perfect. The gear ratios were real long. It was like it had OEM EP3 gear ratios, or DC5 gear ratios. Car was a bit heavy as well. I think it was just running like OEM suspension, and the sound wasn't amazing. But hey, it was a free car that someone had made. So whoever made that car, you did a great job regardless, because the interior was good as well. You could, with the VR headset on, you could like look behind, and yeah, you're looking around the DC2 and like there's red Recaros, and you sat in a, it's fucking. It blew my mind. So yeah, the videos you're seeing now is me having a go, so thanks to Ben for taking them. It was so realistic. I did a BTG course. I think I did 827. Yeah, I think it was 827, or it was in the 820s, and I didn't even crash. I didn't even crash once. The fuel tank stayed on and everything. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, that was my first go at it, 820 odds. I thought that was pretty good. Didn't crash. I've had such a good time. I'm thinking about it now, like, to get a PC built and to get the Vive and things like that, it'll be about £2,000 to do all that, but I'm so tempted to do it because it was fucking amazing. So yeah, thanks to Ben for letting me have a go. What else did I do? Oh yeah, last night, which was Wednesday night, you might see some parts in the back of here. So you may notice we've got a set of T37s. There's a headlight over there, and we've got it's not mint, the front bumper, but it's a heck of a lot better than the one that's on it, and it's completely original. It's got no cutouts for vents or anything. Okay, so these are my wheels. Now they're old as fuck, like I don't know how old they are, but you can see like the finish is starting to go slightly. But trust me, they were a bargain, so it's worth it. They're 15x7. They've currently got Toyo T1Rs on, but I'll probably put some 888s on or something like that for the track. The only issue we may have is we don't know if they're going to fit over my brake calipers. I've seen a picture on ICV's website where they fit with a 5mm spacer when they're 35 offset. Now these are 43 offset, so I'm thinking I might need a 15mm spacer, but we'll see. The bumper's real good. It's a bit dirty because it was raining last night. There's a scuff on the lip. It gave me the lip with it, but you know, I've got my own lip to go on. But yeah, it's all original and pretty good condition, so I'm happy with that. And then we've got some headlights as well. That's mine are knackered. These aren't perfect, but they're a lot better than what I've got. I found this out about the car the other day as well, watch. It's got one of those fancy things that shuts the boot for you. Right, so as I was talking to James, who's the chap that I got all this stuff off last night, he was telling me that he's getting quite a lot of work done to his car at Honda soon. I was like, oh, what? Honda? Like, I've heard of those. They've made some pretty sick cars in the past. Turns out, Honda are actually right on my way home. Like, I go up past Oxford, and they're in a place called Abingdon, I think it's called. So I messaged one of the guys who works there last night, Maz, because when I spoke about these parts coming in from America, Honda are very closely linked to this company as well. And the chap who I've been speaking to, like, he says the Honda lads sound like really good lads and I should go meet them one day, and I thought, what a perfect chance, I'm practically driving past, so why not call in? So that's what we're going to do. I've definitely arrived. Right guys, so I've made it down to Honda, and yeah, there's some special stuff going on here, so I'm very much glad I came. See the Prelude to the left of me? That's actually running a K-swap, Rotrex. See that Honda Stream to the right of me? Yeah, that's running a K24 turbo. Nuts. But what's going on inside? Now there's some kind of top secret stuff going on. The owner of the car, I've just spoke to him now, and he'd rather I kept it under wraps a bit what's going on. So I'm going to try and not show you whose car it is, but I'm going to try and show you what's going on with it, because it's pretty fucking cool.
The original one's here.
Right guys, so what's going on behind me just now is probably one of the cleanest K-swaps I've ever seen, certainly in progress anyway. When we do K-swaps up north, when we're doing the track cars, we don't take any of this clean stuff into consideration, and now I've seen it in person, it just looks fucking amazing. Now, the car behind me, the EK9, actually belongs to one of the customers, and he wants to do the big reveal himself, which is fair enough because he's chucking a lot of money at this, so I'm not going to show you too much about it, but I can show you a little bit, so let's go and have a look. Right, so I don't want to show you too much of the car because I don't want to give away its identity. If you look down there, that's pretty cool. Electric power steering pump. I'm allowed to pull this off? Quick look. Right, I can't tell you much about what's going on there because I don't really know much about engines, everyone knows. But it definitely looks fucking sick. Let's put that back on for now. Right guys, as I said, I can't show you too much about that because the owner wants to show you all himself. Keep your eye out for it popping up all over social media once it gets announced, because it's definitely going to be a big reveal, I think. It's so clean, everything just looks fucking class. If you come back to the engine, I'll just show you quickly, like, well, just take my word for this, but pretty much every bolt on the engine looks like it's been cleaned and or painted or is new. It's fucking nuts. And the engine bay is just so clean as well. You can quick peek through there, just past Russell's head. Hey. Everything just looks mint, and apparently the owner intends to track this car as well, so it's going to be fucking brutal. So the first show this car should be done for is going to be Jap Fest at Silverstone, so make sure you're there to go and have a look in person, because fucking to see the work in real life is pretty damn amazing. Right, so this Prelude that you see behind me is owned by one of the owners, Maz, and there's something special going on. If you look at the reg plate, there's a clue. Now, I don't really know anything about Preludes, so hopefully Maz can tell you a little bit about it. Come on, Maz, don't be shy.
Right, this is a JDM Type S Prelude, 97. It's basically, if you don't know anything about the Type S's, it's basically the Type R of the Preludes. It came with a H series motor with 220 odd horse, but that definitely wasn't enough. So we decided to K-swap it and then add a supercharger on top.
That is fucking insane. I don't know how you get it so clean. It's like you don't drive it.
No, it gets driven.
Yeah, well, you're hearing it today. You've driven it to work today.
Yeah, I think we're up to 15,000 miles on it so far.
So what supercharger is this?
Rotrex C38 91. Fuck. But yeah, we've capped this at a bar of boost.
Right.
Because it's a completely standard engine. Made 437 horsepower.
437?
With 295 foot-pounds, and we've just pulled it back with a bit of timing to 401 horsepower and 275 foot-pounds. So it's still pretty leery.
How much do these Preludes weigh, roughly, do you know?
They're heavy.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're a lot heavier than a DC2. You can definitely feel it, and where the engine's mounted, it's really far forward. So, I mean, it'd be good for track, but it wouldn't be as good as a K-swapped DC2, where the engine sits a bit further back.
Yeah, it's quite forward, isn't it?
Yeah, really big subframe.
Yeah, way in front of the turrets.
Yeah, and we've had to cut the subframe a lot to get the box to fit. But yeah, we've had to make a lump in the bonnet.
See? Oh, of course.
That's to clear the supercharger pulley. No,
can't see it on camera. There we go. So that's to clear the supercharger, is it?
That's to clear the pulley.
The pulley.
Yeah, that's actually off a CRX.
But this scoop here is off a CRX.
Yeah, an old, like the 1616 CRX.
Fuck.
Yeah, and that's been cut and stitched in.
So that's to make way for this.
Yeah.
So what engine's this?
It's
engine?
a K20Z from a 2009 FN2.
Right.
With a EP3 gearbox and a diff and the rest of it.
Yeah, I'd hope you've got a diff in there.
Needs it.
You get the hybrid racing throttle body as well, eh?
Yeah, that fuel rail's got loads of hybrid on it. So as far as we know, this is the only K20Z supercharged Prelude in the world.
Fuck.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you know of another, let us know, but I've never seen another one before. It's fucking cool as fuck, man. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I claimed down today. This is cool. I need to get your colleague now to show me his car.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Right guys, second car I'm going to show you is owned by the other owner of Honda. This is Russell's Honda Stream. I don't know what a Honda Stream is, but it looks like a people carrier. It's like, I don't know, it's like a Ford Galaxy kind of size, big fucking thing. You can see how big it is. Look, it's massive. Big fucking thing. Now what do you notice immediately? Right, if you follow me around the front, we'll have a look to see what's going on with the engine bay. Russell's going to tell us what's going on.
I can do.
What is this? What have you done to this Honda Stream?
We've converted it from the 2-litre auto to 2.4 engine out of the Accord using EP3 6-speed gearbox. Basically the Stream it's an EP3 underneath. Right. So
it kind of looks like an EP3 from the front in a sense, like a enlarged EP3.
Yeah, basically it is. The subframe, everything on there is all very much EP3 fitment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been converted to manual.
Now, this is not from an EP3, is it?
No, you don't find them on EP3s. Yeah, Sidewinder, turbocharged.
Now you did have it on the dyno yesterday, right? And
yes.
I heard that it tried pulling itself off the dyno because it was making too much power, right?
It was its limits of pulling too much.
It's only on wastegate pressure now, isn't it?
It's on wastegate pressure of 9 psi.
Yeah.
420 wheel horsepower.
420 wheel. 420? Blaze it, yeah, nice one, man.
So,
but wheel horsepower?
Wheel horsepower.
Fuck. The thing is, this has still got so much more to go as well, really.
Yeah.
It could go a lot more than that.
That's its lowest at the moment of what it will produce.
So are you going to push it any further?
Yeah, I want to see around 600.
Wow.
That's...
What, 600?
600.
Jesus Christ. Can we hear it?
Certainly.
Nice. like inside? It's pretty stock. Oh wow. No, not stock. Nice.
It's obviously still in development with all the bits missing, but yeah, S2000 clocks.
Wow. These guys love S2000 clocks. Whoa, Ricardo's in the back as well.
And then, yeah, Ricardo's in the back. And
What the fuck? That's mental.
It's a 6-seater now instead of being a 7.
That is crazy.
Passengers have to be comfortable.
Especially with 420 wheel horsepower, right?
Exactly.
And a sub in the back as well for good measure.
Yeah, so he put a system in there. That's for it, and then retrim them.
Oh, so they're to match the Recaros?
So they're to match.
That's cool, man. What are the Recaros out of?
Evo 7.
Evo 7, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't compare it to anything else.
No, there isn't. It's the same as that. It's a one-off.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Right guys, hope you've enjoyed the little look down at Honda. Unfortunately, I've got to get back up to Harrogate now. I've got a 3.5 drive from here. Yeah, these guys seem pretty sound. The work they're doing on this EK is phenomenal. I wish I could show you more of it, but the chap who's building it, we'll let him have his reveal on that, because it's going to be amazing. If you don't see it in the magazine this year, I'll be very surprised. Thanks to Russell for showing me his stream.
No problem.
And Maz is in there on the phone, but yeah, thanks to Maz for showing me his Prelude. And I hope you've enjoyed it, but I'm going to get on the road now. Give you a shout when I get up there, but I just want to get my foot down and get the M1. So, I'll catch you in a bit. Right guys, I just got back. 640 miles I've done in this car, so I thought I'd just give a quick overview of it. It's alright. That's it really, that's my overview, it's alright. Yeah. I thought of a good way to review it on the way back. If this car and my car were the same value, which one would I pick? Definitely still the 330D. I don't think anyone would ever question that answer. This is nice, got a lot more toys, but the seats aren't anywhere near as good. Like, they're just flat, they've not got the extendable support at the bottom, you know, they're not sport seats. They're nice at the heated leather, but I still prefer mine. And it's fucking so much slower than mine. It's like, especially on the motorway, you really notice how underpowered it is. In comparison, of course, if you're just looking at this as a car, then it's fine. I know you can't see me very well, I'm sorry, I'm just using the indoor light. Yeah, it's alright. I'm going back inside now. This weekend, just cracking on with the tech. My new seats have arrived, so I'll go pick them up tomorrow there at work. Got all the new wheels and stuff like that. I would take in one with me and see if it fits. Should have new brake pads at work, should have new... I don't know where my stuff from America's come for yet, I think it's a custom, so I need to sort that out. Right, next video, big tech update. See you later.